Let's talk about Jubilant FoodWorks now, which declared numbers yesterday. Ajay Kaul is with us. Ajay, good morning. Your numbers have beaten expectations. First, take us through the margin performance, which is now almost nudging 19%. What led to that increase, and do you have any headroom there?
Morning, Udayan. We have had I would say, a good quarter. Coming out of the previous quarter when our same-store growth after many quarters had slid to 27%, which in itself is not a bad number, but a lot of eyebrows got raised at the time, including yourself. I think we did 30% same-store growth in a big quarter because December is always a big month. I think that helps. And the good news also was that the food inflation, which was kind of playing a villain for a long time for most of the industry and even outside, I think we were able to manage that finally, in discussion with our business partners. And I'm quite confident that we have seen the tail of that, that food inflation piece. And it should not, while the challenge will always be there, but it should not trouble us as much. So I think a mix of both these, the high same-store growth back to 30% kind of levels and a bit of control on food inflation clearly has been a good contributor to our margins climbing to around 18.9, 19%.
Ajay, morning. You also had a price hike that you undertook in November. How much did that aid the margin performance? And from here on, would you say this is probably the kind of plateau level you'd work at with margins, or is there some upside potential, as we were asking?
Last year was a bit unusual. We normally take 2 price increases, and these are nominal 2 to 3%. It doesn't hurt the customers because at the end of the day, we are, in the consumer business. We are there for our customers. Last year, unusually, we took as much as 3 price increases, all adding up to around 12%. It was an unusual year, and we hate it, honestly. Yes, it has contributed a little bit to the margins. No doubt. What its fallout on our customer, offtake is concerned, is for us to watch. But if same-store numbers are anything to go by, we haven't seen, consumers, offtake reducing because 30% in itself is a very good number for same-store growth. Going forward, we do believe that there are still some leverageable items in our P&L. The moment you go past our pure variable, like the food, which is pure variable, and a few others, marketing, G&A, there are a few places where we can still leverage and get a bit of upside on margin. Beyond that, I can't comment or quantify it as to how much can it add up to or what is the upside, let's say, over a 2-3 year period.
Do you think this pace of 30% same-store sales growth is sustainable, Ajay, from the kind of traction that you're seeing in the market?
I'll be honest, when we first time, we had been doing 20 to 23% same-store growth for a long, well, at least 3, 4, 5 years. Then year before last, we did 37%, which was whopping. And to some extent, it surprised us also. On top of that, we have in the first 9 months done more than 30%. So is it sustainable? To my mind, if we get our act right, if we are able to, do our marketing, new product development, store opening, and all those acts right. We're putting a lot of money in online ordering as a new tool. 30% I can't talk about, but to give a number which is in excess of 20% to me, is doable over the next 2-3 year period. 30% I can't talk about. It's a big number.
Can you just update us on where things stand with Dunkin' Donuts and how soon you think that may start contributing even to the revenue line, Ajay?
Right. Dunkin' Donuts is going as per our plan. After having announced our alliance last year sometime, we immediately embarked upon creating, the basic wherewithal, the infrastructure, the know-how to launch it. All this time has gone into building one factory, which is already almost completion. We have also identified few locations for stores where, some action is already happening, some construction is already happening. In terms of developing the basic supply chain with regards to ingredients, menu finalization, all that is almost in closing stages. We do hope, as we have said in the past, also that in the, first half of 2012, we have been saying, which means I think in the first quarter of 2012-13, which is the coming financial year, we should be opening our first store. It will be in and around Delhi, and that's what our original plan also was. So it is as per track. However, having said that, Dunkin' Donuts, if you look at our 5-year plan, we believe that in 5 years' time we should have 80 to 100 stores in India. When you compare that with where Domino's will be in 5 years' time and how significantly or otherwise will it contribute to our overall Jubilant FoodWorks P&L, you will realize that, for a lot of time it's going to play like a very, very small brother to the Domino's piece. So it will start contributing, it will start playing a role, but I would say still a small and insignificant, even when you look at the next 5 years or so.
We wish you luck, Ajay. We'll speak again next quarter. Congratulations on a strong performance this time round. That's Jubilant, up 3.5%. Rest of the market coming off. It's a heavyweight problem today. Hindalco is down 5.5%. TCS is down 2.5%. Bharti is bleeding again. So combination of IT and metals seem to be dragging the market lower. We'll take a break and come back.